Good morning. Today we are looking at some quiet weather again here in the valley. We've got some clouds mixed in with some clear skies, and we'll see more of the same coming up throughout the daytime hours. You can see on our Storm Team Skycam network that things are looking quiet, very quiet out on the roads too. This half hour we're looking at just a couple of cars going. Of course, we know how busy it gets in just an hour or two. Here's a look at what we've got going on our temperature map. We are a little milder than yesterday. We're into the 40s to around 50 degrees. It's 50 in Detroit Lakes and over in Wadena. It's 47 in Fargo and 48 in Grand Forks. So not as chilly. We don't have any 30s on the map this morning. And visibility for most people is good. In Roseau, we're at a half-mile there. So some dense fog in a couple of spots. Winds are out of the west or southwest if we have any wind at all. There's a lot of places in the south and east reporting some calm conditions this morning. Checking out your radar, we've got some pretty quiet weather here in the valley. There is some rain or some returns here on the radar getting picked up just north of the border in most areas, but it is starting to cross over into places like Towner County, so you might be getting some sprinkles there with that cloud deck that's swinging through, and eventually it will be dropping more or farther south and east into the viewing area. By 9, we're looking at some clouds across much of eastern North Dakota. Temperatures at that point in the upper 40s to some low 50s. And ahead for the noon hour, temperatures around 60 degrees for your readings, and will continue into the afternoon to warm up into the low to some mid 60s today. So still nice and pleasant. It's just not as warm as it will be or as it was yesterday. We've got some temperatures that are more likely to stay in the 60s throughout the valley instead of about half of us got to 70 or more yesterday. And in addition, a few more clouds too. You can see some of those here at the 4 o'clock hour and into the evening hours tonight. It should be pretty pleasant. The wind will be a little bit brisk. We've got winds out of the north, at times gusting into the teens and 20s. And by late tonight, most of those clouds cleared out with just a couple of them hanging around. Now let's move ahead to tomorrow morning. We'll wake up to some temperatures that are in, again, a cool range, some upper 30s to some low 40s, so a little chillier to start your Friday. By noon, we'll be into the low to some mid 50s coming up with areas of cloud cover up into the north and east. And then ahead for the afternoon, that begins to clear out and temperatures make their way back into the 60s for the day. So Friday looks pretty good, and finally a Friday night football night where we don't have to worry about rain and thunderstorms. We had a couple of rounds where it just couldn't get a break there. Here's a look at your 7-day planner. So Thursday for today, we've got some mid to upper 60s. For Friday, more into the mid 60s. So a slight cool down from our temperatures yesterday, but still a big improvement over the last several days leading up to that. And then this weekend, Saturday, we've got a pretty nice day ahead of us for homecoming for Concordia and NDSU. We're looking at 70 for your high. It's not until later that we have that chance for some rain and thunder, and that does carry over into Sunday, that chance. And that continues Monday as well, a high of 68 degrees on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, some mid to upper 60s coming up with partly cloudy skies. So this week ahead, not bad, looking a lot better than it did earlier last week when we had several rounds of rain on the forecast. At least it's warmer too.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa. Uncover hidden history at a cemetery in the area. We'll explain more on that story next on the Valley Today.